just finished editing a video at a Starbucks close to this house I'm gonna go look at. Actually, it's a condo, but we're on the hunt still for a place out here in the Seattle area to buy, so that way we could maybe start building equity into something, or just have something a little bit bigger, or I can move my stuff out of storage. Molly could have a little yard space or just something like that. She's getting older, she's like 9 years old. I would like for her to have like a little tiny yard, or just be able to go to the bathroom when she wants to, and I could be able to let her out and things like that. So I'm gonna go look at it, and I'm gonna try to film while I'm there so y'all can kind of check it out. And we have to be really like low in our expectations, because real estate out here is really expensive. So especially now in like 2020, 2021, real estate just skyrocketed, and it's just been really hard to find anything. And things that used to cost like in the 100,000 range are now in the $300,000 range. Yeah, that's the reality of it. So we're gonna go check out this place, and you will probably be shocked by the price. And it's not even in a good area, it's in actually a really bad area, but you know, we will work with that. I don't think areas out here are as bad as like in the Memphis area and things like that, and a lot of the areas that are bad are kind of more up and coming and things like that, so I'm not too worried about that. As long as our complex maybe has some kind of security or something like that, I just would worry about my car getting broken into. So I'm gonna ask a lot of questions. I'm gonna want to see what the HOA, like what they're using the money towards and things like that, making sure they're upkeeping everything and just stuff like that. Those are things you need to be doing when you're going to buy a place that has an HOA. You want to make sure that they're using the money responsibly, and just stuff like that. But yeah, I enjoyed my Starbucks. I got a triple shot with cream, and it was only $3.24, so I'm trying to really limit my spending right now, because we're trying to debate if we're going to put down 20% or if we only want to put down a lower percentage. I would really like to get our monthly costs that we spend on housing down, and to do that we would have to find a really cheap place, or cheap, not too cheap actually, but you know, the cheapest place that would fit us and my things and have the little space for Molly. But to achieve that, we really would have to put 20% down, but then that's going to be like most of our savings. And since I do not have an income, and I probably won't for the next 2 years possibly, because I'm building businesses and we don't know when those businesses will become successful and when I can actually pull money out. So it's just like I'm trying to figure out like, okay, do we want to have a lower payment for, you know, however long we stay there? And that would just be easier for both of us, but then we won't have enough savings, or all those savings. I'm using most of my savings to pay for bills at least the next 1 year. And you know, it took me so long to save every single penny, and I don't want to deplete everything and then I'm back at square one at 35, 40 years old without a safety net or savings or any of those types of things. I don't know, there's a lot to think about. So just let me know in the comments down below like what you think we should probably do. We will, it just would be nice to have some insight. Do you think we should put 20% down, or try to keep our cash in reserve? And I do have investments, so I don't want to pull those out. But if I have to, then I would, and then I'll have to pay capital gains taxes on that, just so I can have an income and be able to pay the bills. I don't know. And I'm meeting with my bank next week. They want to kind of go over like setting up a business account and establishing the LLC, like how I should go about doing that and things like that, since things are moving forward with the investors and I need to get to that point. I need to get contracts written up by an attorney and do those types of things. But I'm just trying to figure out like, do I want to pay the attorney out of my own pocket, or should I go ahead and open a business account, put some funds into it so I can pay the attorney through the business account? I don't know, I've never done this before, so it's a learning experience. Well, I went and looked at the place. I could not film because the person there at the open house said they were still living there, so they didn't really want anyone filming or doing anything like that, or opening cabinets and stuff. But I did walk through it, and in the photos it looks really nice, and I do like it a lot. It's just the bedrooms are way too small. Like, we would not be able to fit our bed with the nightstands, and that's like really important because I'm always really thirsty at night and I drink a lot of water, so I have to have a nightstand to put my water on. And then Jason is supposed to be using his CPAP machine, so he needs a nightstand for his CPAP machine. So we are still on the hunt. I guess I can probably put this, like these units, because I keep seeing them coming up for sale in this little complex. The layouts are not going to work for us. So I need to go ahead and just like know that this is going to be a no and just keep looking. It's just so difficult right now to find anything like in the 300,000 or less range, which is kind of the range I'm wanting to stick to, because it's just, I don't want to be paying over $2,000 or more a month for a condo or a little townhouse or something like that. I would like to get our expenses down, or at least close to the same price, for something a little bit bigger and a little yard area for Molly. So we will keep looking. Hopefully something will come up in the next 5 or 6 months and will be perfect and exactly what we're looking for, and we can jump on it.
But there are some similarities, really loving and caring on the outside.
I just got done with my workout. I've been doing pretty good with going like twice a week now, which I've been pretty excited about and hopeful that maybe in the future I can go maybe 3 times a week. We'll see. I just rode today till my arms felt like they were gonna fall off, which was only like maybe 7 minutes of rowing, but it's really hard. If you've not done rowing before, definitely try it. It's an amazing workout for your entire body, I feel like. But yeah, had a good time at my workout. Now I'm gonna edit some videos, and I've noticed that our trees are starting to kind of change. They're turning yellow. Fall is my favorite time of year. Let me know down below what your favorite time of the year is, like season, and what you like about it. I love fall because of all the color changes, the pumpkins, the soups, and pumpkin spice lattes, which I've not got one this year, but I've been making like lattes with cinnamon in them and things like that. Oh, and today I also tried a new coffee, which I'm gonna put in this video, and it actually was pretty good. We bought it at Central Market, which I absolutely love. It's an amazing place. Kind of reminds me of Whole Foods, but I'm not sure how big of a chain it is, but it's really nice foods and stuff. I was able to find some really unique stuff. Like last night we had cauliflower that I actually cooked and made kind of similar to what we do with our chicken in the salad, making it kind of like a nice like spiciness to it, like some Frank's Red Hot and stuff like that on it, and it actually turned out really good. I still kind of miss the chicken a little bit, but I'm just trying to replace a lot of our meats with some veggie alternatives. And we also got jackfruit I'm gonna try, and tacos, and there was something else that we're going to try that's different. Well, of course we got trout. I absolutely love trout, so we're gonna make trout tonight. And just the salad was really good. The coffee I got was really good. It has some nice notes to it. I tried almond milk in it instead of oat milk, because the oat milk just makes my coffee too oaty, and the almond milk seemed like it didn't have that. I don't know if it was the coffee or if it actually was the milk, and I added a little honey and cinnamon to it, and it was really delicious and good. Oh, and I want to show y'all my plant, because it's actually getting another leaf, and I'm super excited about it. So this is my pretty little plant. It's like a black beauty. I think it's called black beauty elephant ear. It's an alocasia, and the thing was, I've had it for over a year now, and as you can see, it's pretty small. It's supposed to get humongous leaves, but this is so firm now. Like, it was so floppy, fragile all year, and I put it outside. I was afraid that it might get too cold for it. So I put it outside, and this summer, because our summers get pretty chilly even at night, so I was worried about it because it's a tropical plant. But I was like, you know what, like, this thing looks like it's going to die any second. I already lost my mojito alocasia. So I said, I'm going to put it on the balcony and see what happens, and it has just flourished. It's produced so many leaves. The leaves got bigger. The leaves actually turned more of that black color that it's supposed to be. It's getting another leaf. The stalk is so firm, and it just is way healthier. So I'm going to move back into the house probably in the next like month or so, and hopefully it doesn't revert back to being a flimsy little fragile thing. But most of my plants out here actually need to come inside, and I don't have room for them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell a lot of my succulents and some of my begonias that I have multiples of, because I've sold plants in the past, and that's why I have some things that are multiples or some things that I've kept propagating. So I have like maybe 6 begonias that are the same, and I have like maybe 5 pots full of sunrise succulents. So I need to sell some of those just so I can make some space for my babies that are mine, and that, you know, only have like 1 or 2 of them. It's always good to have, for me to have at least like 2 of the same plant in a pot. That way if one dies, I have the other one. I'm not always the best with plants. People think I am because I have so many of them, but I also have killed a lot too. Like, that's the way it is. I think as a plant parent, you just, sometimes they get diseases and things like that, and you can try to treat it, but sometimes it's just too much and the plant dies. It's just the way it is. But yeah, just trying to chill and relax today, and I'm gonna wash my hair. I'm waiting on my overtone to arrive. It still hasn't arrived. I've been trying to finish up with glamping and things like that. I talked to the investors. One of the investors has COVID, so he couldn't attend the meeting, but I didn't want to cancel it because we need to get things figured out. We need to get things moving forward because it might take 6 months for us to get our conditional use permit so that we can start building it. And I really don't want us to be building this in the middle of like next summer because it's going to be so hot in the desert. So we're going to try to get it built probably in the late winter, maybe early spring is like my goal. But it might be like early summer, which is not going to be good. I don't like the heat, and my investors said they're terrible at building in the heat. I mean, I can only imagine how hot it would be trying to build stuff in the middle of the desert without any shade, and it's like 110 degrees. And the sun is just beating down on you. Sounds awful. So, well, maybe my friend who's making this really cool like ambient air conditioner that uses, I think, like the heat of the air to produce air conditioning, I'm hoping maybe he'll have that ready to go, and then I could maybe get those for the tents so that way we could have air conditioning and also supply power. We'll see. It sounds really cool. I don't understand how it really works, but he's really smart, so I think he's figured something out. He's applied for a patent and stuff, so it's kind of cool.